Welcome to Guns, Gear, and Guns with Gary Gunderson. I am Gary Gunderson. I have here a Bulgarian Makarov. The Makarov pistol, or Pistolet Makarova, was first produced by the Soviet Union to replace the TT-33 Tokarev pistol. It was adopted in 1951 and cast aside the 7.62 by 25 Tokarev cartridge in favor of a new chambering 9mm Makarov or 9x18. Purposely designed so it would not be interchangeable with the NATO standard 9mm Luger. It is a simple blowback pistol with a double action, single action trigger pull. The safety also acts as a decocker. The firing pin is triangle shaped and free floating. It has a heel magazine release, and the magazine body has a large cutout in it as well. It is single stack, and the grip is actually rather thick for single stack. 7+1 capacity. The Bulgarian Makarovs are finely made and usually have this plum color on the safety and hammer. The sights are pretty standard with checkering on the top strap and a simple post and rear sight. And of course the slide stop as well. Simplicity and ease of manufacturing being part of the Soviet design goal, the pistol was simplified to 27 pieces. Disassembly is quite simple, especially if you're familiar with the Walther style PP or PPK. Pull down the trigger guard and push it over to the side. This pistol will not stay down on its own, and you do have to kind of push it over. And then pull the slide back, lift up, and then you have the spring and the fixed barrel, and that's your complete field strip. Reassembly is just as easy. Putting the spring back, then the slide, pull all the way back, put down, and then of course the trigger guard. And there you have it. Bulgaria specifically first received the tooling and rights to manufacture Makarovs in 1970, though the amount produced was sporadic for the first several years before fully going into production around 1975 or 76. The most common manufacture dates are between 1981 and 2000, with production ceasing completely around 2007. Though after the year 2000, they were almost exclusively produced for the commercial market. As for markings, apart from the import marks, and in this case, its own serial number added on the other side, they are pretty simple. With markings on the slide and frame. The Circle 10 represents the Bulgarian factory where they were manufactured, and can be seen on many Bulgarian items such as magazines and bayonets. Determining the year of manufacture on Circle 10 Bulgarian Makarovs is pretty simple. After the two-letter prefix code are 2 digits, starting with the number 10 for pistols manufactured in 1970 and adding one number to the code with each consecutive year. So 15 would be 1975, 20 would be 1980, so this example's 23 means it was manufactured in 1983. Though it should be noted that some of the pistols produced in 1975 do have the entire 1975 listed out after the letter code instead. And many commercial pistols have a different marking system altogether and usually conclude with the 4-digit year of manufacture. There are currently some Bulgarian Makarovs out there on the surplus market that are trickling in. They are fun collectible guns, and most of the ones I have seen are in excellent condition like this one. Now, I purchased this several years ago with a batch of surplus pistols that came in, and I know some of those were not all military issue and did not have the Circle 10 Arsenal stamp. I'm not sure if the batch of firearms coming in right now are mixed as well, but if it's a preference, be sure to know what exactly you are purchasing. They have mostly been imported with the reddish-brown grips with the star and lanyard loop, but some were a molded black plastic that were designed for right-handed shooters and had placement for the thumbs when shooting. They are fun guns and collectible, with many of them being in almost unissued condition. The 9mm Makarov cartridge will certainly never be as easy to find as other calibers in the US, and may be a bit snappy, but don't let that stop you from picking one of these up if you find a good deal. That's all I have for today. Please be sure to subscribe if you're new here, like the video, share the video, and comment below if you have a Bulgarian Makarov of your own and what you think of it. Thanks for watching.